case.
All parties in the matter of Carney versus Valles, step forward, please.
83-year-old Juanita Carney is suing her granddaughter, 35-year-old social caseworker Josephine Valles, for car repair bills. Josephine says her grandmother repossessed the car. She's countersuing for the money she put into the vehicle.
Miss Carney, the defendant is your granddaughter.
Yes, she is.
You co-signed a loan for your granddaughter to buy a car. She did not have good enough credit to take out a loan herself. You say it was your agreement with her that she would work on clearing her credit so that eventually she could put the car loan in her name. She did not do that. And a year and a half after the car was purchased, you repossessed the car. When you repossessed the car, you had it fixed, and you spent $2,779 to fix the car. You want her to pay you back for the money that you spent to fix up the car. Your granddaughter is countersuing. She wants you to reimburse her for the down payment that she put on the car, which was $1,500, and for all the payments that she made on the car during the time that she had the car. Is that right?
Yes.
When was this car purchased, Miss Carney?
January of '99.
And when did you repossess the car?
September 2000.
Who maintained insurance on the car?
She did, but she dropped it in June of 2000.
Did you drop the insurance?
Yes, I did.
Why?
Because she came and threatened to take the car from me. Because she wanted to take a loan out on her house, and she could not do that because my car payment was stopping her.
When you dropped the insurance on the car, did you continue to drive the car?
Yes.
Well, you can't do that. What kind of car was it?
It was a 98 Hyundai Elantra.
And how much was the total purchase price?
$12,092.
Did you make all the car payments on the car?
Yes, I did.
Okay, now, Miss Carney, you tell me why you repossessed the car.
During our transaction of the car, the salesman said that there was a mark in the credit report that you could not put it in her name. It had to be in my name solely. I asked her, are you willing to put it in your name once you clear up your credit? And she said yes, because one of the black thing that's on the credit is a mistake, and I can clear that, and I'll be glad to do it. And with that promise, I went ahead and allowed it to be in my name, knowing that I could be liable if anything would happen. Right before repossession, I was told that it was wrecked, and she was still driving it around. So I repossessed it. I took the car to a repair shop, and I have the receipts for both of them.
Where is the car now, Miss Carney?
I resold it. I had to fix it, and somebody else did.
Just a second. You sold it?
Yeah.
What did you sell it for?
$7,000.
Who did you sell it to?
To my daughter's friend.
She's taking over the payment. She didn't sell it. And the car was not wrecked when whoever picked it up took it.
Yes, it was.
Just a second.
There was nothing wrong with the car when it was taken from me.
Oh my God.
I was at work, and when I went out, the car was gone. There was nothing wrong with the car.
Do you have photographs of the car when the car was taken?
No, I didn't take any. The only thing that was apparent was a broken windshield. It was cracked. But what made it so expensive is that both airbags were deflated.
Your problem is that you dropped the insurance and continued to drive in the car. And if you did that, that rendered your grandmother liable. If you had an accident and hurt somebody and the car is in her name, they can take her house, they can get a judgment against her. So in my judgment, she had an absolute right, based upon the fact that you had no insurance, though she might not have known it at the time, to take back the car. So you acted irresponsibly. So on your counterclaim, you're getting nothing. My problem is, Ms. Carney, that you took it upon yourself to gratuitously fix this car. You can't render her liable for that. And you're not going to get any money either. Do you have a car now?
Yes, I do.
What kind of a car do you have?
A 2001 Hyundai Elantra.
How'd you get it?
I financed it in October of 2000.
So right after your grandmother took back this car? So that you could have done what your grandmother asked
Not
you
back
to do
in
in
June, I
September.
couldn't have.
Well, did you call her in August and tell her you could do it?
No, I did not.
No. Your counterclaim's dismissed. So's your lawsuit.
Now, this is case number 215 on the calendar in the matter of Warner versus Reno. President sworn in, Judge, you're welcome. You may be seated. Ladies, have seats, please.
Mr. Warner, you really don't know anything about this case. You are merely the owner of the car that was damaged. Is that right?
Correct.
And it's your granddaughter who was driving the car or the truck.
Correct.
So why don't you have a seat, and I'd like to see Jade Warner, please. Step up. Miss Warner, according to what I've read, you and the defendant were friends for a while, and then you had sort of a falling out over a boy. It was your boyfriend or her boyfriend, and then it became your boyfriend. Whatever, it's nonsense. In any event, this thing culminated, according to you, when the defendant keyed your car. And you say that happened on the 19th of August.
Yes.
Where did it happen?
It happened at Holly Kellogg's house.
And what makes you think that the defendant, who denies that she did this, was involved in keying your car?
At 9:55 p.m. on August 19th, Holly called me because she needed a ride home from her work. I went up there to go pick her up, and as I was walking out with Holly, Jessica was standing by my car.
Okay, so you know Holly?
Yes.
Well, according to your answer, I read your answer, you said she was a friend of yours.
Yes.
Okay, continue.
Okay, I was leaving Coach's, and
Coach's is what?
Holly's work. And Jessica was in a truck, a white truck, with her other friend, and they followed me from Holly's work to Holly's house, which is about 5 miles. As we went into Holly's house, I parked my car. We went in there. I was getting a couple of things out of Holly's room. Holly was closing her blinds. As she was looking in her blinds, she saw Jessica circle.
Don't tell me what she saw. Where is Holly?
Holly is right there.
Step up, please. No, you can stay.
Okay.
Right next to her. All right, so plaintiff picked you up from work?
Correct.
Drove you home?
Correct.
You all went inside. According to the plaintiff, you observed something when you were closing the blinds when you
Correct.
got into your house. What did you observe?
As I was closing the blinds, I looked out my window and noticed there was a white truck and pulled up like closely to my driveway, and we have a security light outside that comes on and like a motion detector. And I looked out to see a like white truck with designs on the side. I noticed that it was the truck that Miss Reno had been riding in as they had followed me to my house from work.
How do you know that they had followed you home? Did you see the truck?
Yes. As I got into the car, I noticed that someone was following us closely, and I was looking behind to figure out who it was, and I noticed it was them, and I proceeded to ask Jade if they had had a problem or something, because I didn't understand why.
When you said you saw it was them, did you turn around to look in the rearview mirror?
I turned around and looked, and she had switched lanes, and so I saw that. I saw that it was completely those Jessica and her friend in the white truck.
Okay. Now, when you got to your house, did you see the truck? Before you looked out the window?
Correct.
Did you see the truck as you pulled into...
No.
Pulled up to your truck?
As I had made a right-hand turn to turn onto one of the streets that leads me to my house, they had gone straight. As I watched them like speed off, I saw Jessica with her hand out the window, flipping us off, yelling something, and I didn't understand at that point what was going on, because as far as I knew, her and I had been friends.
Okay. Now you're inside the house, closing your blinds. Now you're going to tell me exactly what you saw.
Okay. As I look out my blinds, I see that there's the same white truck, which there was a driver in the car, which was Jessica's friend. Jessica was walking around Jade's car, and her hand was down here. And I was trying to figure out what was going on, and as I looked and glanced a little bit longer, I could see that she was keying her car. And I didn't want to walk outside, so I stayed inside and yelled for my mom, and my mom came out, and then I saw the truck speed off.
Then you went outside after this?
Correct.
What did you observe when you went outside?
There was key marks on my car.
Do you have photographs?
Yeah.
May I see them, please?
On the photographs, you can see the metal that has been, but it's clearly the 4 panels on each side of the car.
It certainly is. Okay, Miss Reno, let's hear you.
Okay, I brought my friend Jessica.
Don't tell me you brought your friend. You look at me.
Okay, about 9:20, my friend had picked me up from my house. We went over to my friend Jason's house, and he wasn't there. His roommate had told us that he was going to Coach's to have dinner with his family and then going to Sharky's to play pool. So we went over to Coach's, and there we had seen Jade, and we saw her car after we came out. And I had wondered how she got in because she's not even 18. So I had asked someone that was in her car if she was coming to hang out or whatever, you know, and how she got in because she's not 18. And she said that they were here to pick up Holly, and I was like, oh, okay, I want to see Holly because me and Holly are friends. So she came after she had said that. She came outside, and Holly said hi, and we gave each other a hug, and then we proceeded on about our night. They got in their car, they left. We got in the truck, we left. We followed them to about Avenue L. They turned right, and we turned left. We proceeded to go to Sharky's, which is a pool hall, to look for my friend, and he wasn't there, and so we just proceeded to go to Jessica's house, which we were there by 10 o'clock.
Now, who were you with that night?
Jessica.
Jessica, what's her last name?
Pavovarov.
Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Step up. Do you know Holly?
No, Your Honor, I don't. I met her just briefly at a party they had at their house.
Do you know Jade?
I met Jade before. She spent the night at our house when she was 14 years old.
How long ago was that?
Almost two and a half, Your Honor.
Were you driving a white truck that night?
Yes, I was.
Does the white truck have any markings on it?
It has a big dent in the side, and it has pinstriping on it.
You yourself have never had a falling out with Miss Warner,
No,
is that right?
no.
But you know that Miss Reno has had some problems with her.
Well, from what I knew, they were friends, and I don't know what happened between them. They just stopped hanging out.
Okay. Now, you heard Holly tell me that at some point when the cars separated after she was picked up from work, that Miss Reno gestured out her car window to their car and said something. Did you hear that?
No, Your Honor. What's funny is from where they live and where we live and all the way to Sharky's, it's totally the distance. We're going the opposite way. And we have a map right here that shows that it's the opposite way. And my mom was at home when we got there, and we got there, it was before even 10. So if this happened at, what, 9:55, when this supposedly happened, then there's no possible way because we were at home.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
The cops went to the house, and Jade had said that Jessica had keyed Jade's car. And then we got another call, and Jessica's car had been egged with 82 eggs.
That's more information than I asked for.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. 16-year-old Jade Warner says former high school friend, 18-year-old Jessica Reno, keyed her grandfather's car.
Okay. What time that evening did you get picked up at work?
About 10:15. I hadn't clocked out till 10:12 that evening.
And how long does it take you to get home?
Takes me about 10 minutes.
So you were at home by 10:30.
Correct.
And it's your statement that you were in your house at 10:30.
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to hear from your mother.
That's good, Your Honor.
Your last name?
Pavovarov.
Do you recall the evening of August 19th?
Yes, I do.
How do you recall that evening?
Because Jessie had come home from San Diego to visit her friend, and I had gone to bed early because I was very tired, and I have a little dog that sleeps with me, and just before 10 it started barking and woke me up, and I had seen my clock on the end table, and it's a digital, but I only could see the first number, and it was 9 something, because the first digit of the clock I could see, and I had my Bible and my book studies on my stand, and it was covering the last couple numbers. And I tried to quiet my dog down, and she wouldn't relax, so I finally got up, and the girls were in the kitchen talking and snacking. So I sat up until probably about 12 o'clock that night with them talking. So they were in, I would say, at least a couple minutes before 10.
Were you contacted by the police that night?
I wasn't, but I was there when Jessica Reno's mom, Pat, called the house and said the police had been at her house. I was sitting at the table with the girls when they called. And the police had asked, I believe, my address and stuff, but they never did come over.
Approximately what time did you receive that phone call?
12:30.
No.
I don't know. I don't even know what time it was. Probably 11:30, 12. I don't know.
And you stayed downstairs with them the entire evening?
Yeah, until I went to bed, and it was after 12, and I finally went to bed, and then they were still up talking.
Were you there when the phone call came in from Jessica's mother?
Yes, I was.
Did you speak to Jessica's mother?
I don't think I did.
Well, let me ask you this question. Clearly, when her mother called, she said something about the police wanting to speak to Jessica.
Well, my daughter answered the phone.
When the phone rang and it was Jessica's mom on the phone, what did she say to you?
She said, I need to speak with Jessica. And I said, okay. And then Jessica started talking to her mom, and she's like, what? What are you talking about? You know?
So there came a time, I assume, when Jessica got off the phone with her mom. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
And did she tell you what had happened?
Yes.
What did she say during the course of the conversation with you about the conversation she had with her mother?
She said that the cops went to the house and they said that Jade had called the cops and said that Jessica had keyed Jade's car. And then we got another call later saying Jessica's car had been egged with 82 eggs, and it's a coincidence that Jade's car got keyed and Jade thought it was Jessica, so all of a sudden Jessica's car got egged with 82 eggs and the house.
Just a second, I'm not finished.
Yes, ma'am.
That's more information than I asked for. Now you got off the phone with Jessica's mom. The police were looking for her. Is that right? That's what your mother told you?
Yes.
And you knew that your daughter and Jessica had been out together that night?
That's right, Your Honor.
And then you went to bed?
Right.
You didn't call back Jessica's mother?
No.
You weren't concerned that if they were looking for Jessica about something that happened that night, perhaps your daughter was involved?
Because,
No, I'm just asking you. You weren't concerned that if the police
Yes,
were looking
I was,
for your
but
daughter...
I knew.
Let me finish. You weren't concerned that if the police were looking for Jessica because of an incident that happened that night, because I assume they got off the phone and told you what the police were looking for her for,
yes,
right?
Your Honor.
And I assume that you knew that the two girls were together.
That's right.
So it would seem logical to me as a parent that you would want to get this information about where these two girls were accused of being that night, at least from her mother, not from what she's reporting to you. But you went to bed.
Yes, because Mrs. Reno had talked to the police.
How do you know that?
Because she said the police had been at her house.
Right.
Had been at her
That's
house.
what I'm saying. But
Oh,
Jessica
sorry.
reported that to you,
Right.
correct?
Right.
Jessica's reporting all of this to you about the conversation,
Right.
right?
Right.
So Jessica's reporting about the conversation to you. And you as a parent of a young girl, knowing that they're out together that night, don't pick up the phone to call the other mother? You
No.
went to sleep?
No, because she told Jessica the cops had been there. The incident happened after 10, and I knew the girls were at my house, so I knew they couldn't have done it.
Well, then I would have picked up the phone and made a phone call to either the police or to her mother and said, that's impossible. How could they be looking for Jessica and Jessica when they were both here sitting in my kitchen having cookies and milk?
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
If somebody said to you, your daughter has just been accused of being involved in a crime, you wouldn't go to sleep and say, I hope somebody figures this out. I hope we have Sherlock Holmes on the case.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Jade Warner says former friend Jessica Reno owes for keying her grandfather's car.
Okay. Now, one of my children were accused of being involved in a vandalism. And I knew that my children were sitting at the kitchen table with me. I would have called back Jessica's mother and said to give me the name of the police officer who just called you, because I have to call them immediately and tell them that the girls were sitting with me for the last hour and a half. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good. Have a seat. Let me see estimates for the damage to the car. We understanding each other?
Yes, we do very well. Thank you, Your Honor.
Right.
Your Honor.
Who wants to say something? Sure.
I'm Jessica's mom. The girls were at my house, left at 9:40. We have brought a map, or 9:20, I'm sorry, of the 3 places they went.
I don't believe that they went to the 3 places, madam. Your daughter does not deny the fact that she was at Coach's. The only discrepancy is where they went after Coach's. The only defense that they have is that they went directly to Jessica Two's house, where they were sitting in the kitchen having milk and cookies at the time of this incident. I don't need a map. I need the truth. And she knows exactly what I'm talking about, Because if you are a concerned parent, now just figure out what I just said to her. If somebody called your house and said to you, your daughter has just been accused of vandalizing property or being involved in a crime, and you knew she was sitting at your kitchen table during that time, all night, would you not contact the police and tell them that immediately? Would you not do that?
I would do that.
Of course. You wouldn't go to sleep and say, I hope somebody figures this out. I hope we have Sherlock Holmes on the case. You would pick up the phone and you would call immediately. This lady, who's a very nice lady, has a daughter who's driving a car, a truck, who at least could be considered, if this were true, an accomplice.
But her daughter was not accused of this crime. It was just
I'm telling you, if you are driving the car in which somebody is using as a vehicle to get away from performing a crime, they call that in movie land the getaway car. Then you pick up the phone and you say, the girls couldn't have been involved with that because they were with me. Right? Of course.
Judge Judy will continue in a moment.
I'll tell you one of the things that I found most interesting, Miss Reno. There is a witness. There is an eyewitness. And the eyewitness is somebody who, according to you, was a friend of yours. Because I'm going to read from your answer. Holly is a girl who I've been friends with for years. Holly said hi and gave me a hug. This was at Coach's that night. So you have to say to yourself, why in the world would somebody make up a story about having seen a friend commit a crime unless it were true? When somebody is a crime victim, they don't want just somebody to be punished. They want the right person to be punished. They don't want the wrong person to be punished. That doesn't make them feel good. So I can understand it. If you two girls had had a falling out and you accused her, anyway, say maybe you were making it up, maybe it wasn't her, maybe you thought it might be her. But when Holly says she saw you, and then your mother doesn't give me a very maternal answer as to what she did after she found out that the police were looking for the girls by going to sleep, I find that I am convinced by the required quantum of proof in this civil proceeding, which is proof by clear and convincing evidence, that you, in fact, are responsible. And the damage is $1,648.22. Judgment for the plaintiff.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Judge Judy will continue in a moment.
We haven't gone.
Holiday versus Titsworth. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated. Folks, have a seat, please.
Mr. Holliday, according to your complaint, you and the defendant lived together for about 8 years. You have one child together.
Yes.
Several years ago, you and the defendant, according to your complaint, purchased a used car, a very old used car, a 1972 used car. According to you, you have possession of that car. She has the title to that car. You want her to either sign over the title to the car to you or pay you not only half the amount of money that you claim to have put into the car, which was $550, but also all the repairs that you made on the car in the time that you were driving it.
Correct.
Is that right?
Yes.
Now let's get to your end. Your end is that you actually purchased the car, that's why it's titled in your name, that he never put $550 into the car, that when you broke up, you had an arrangement with him, and that agreement was that he would return to you all of your property, in exchange for which you would sign over the title to the car. However, he failed to return all of your property to you, and therefore you didn't sign the title over to him. So you either want the car back or you want the blue book value of the car, which you claim is well over $2,000. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Ha! There we go. Let's give both of these people a reality check. Cars do not appreciate. Cars depreciate. If you buy a car for $1,100, 2.5 years later, it's not worth $2,500. You got it? Perfect. And you, sir, you had use of a car for 8 months, you drove a car for 8 months, you had to fix it in order to drive it. That's your problem. Got it?
Correct.
Perfect. Now, you had an arrangement with her to return all of her property.
Yes, which I did return her property.
What property did he not return?
He did not give me important documents. My birth certificate.
Your birth certificate?
Yes. I mean,
shh. Okay. Do you have her birth certificate?
There's a bunch of stuff in storage. I have no idea, Your Honor.
When you say there's a bunch of stuff in storage, her stuff in storage?
My child's personal belongings. I have her birth certificate, her records.
Yes. But you don't know if her birth certificate is there.
I have not been through it. No.
You can either go through it, Ms. Titsworth, or you can call and get another birth certificate. Do you understand?
Yes.
What's next?
There was 4 TVs in the home. I didn't receive anything out of my home.
Who purchased the televisions?
I did with my money.
Mr. Halliday, did you return any television sets to her?
We had a verbal agreement, and she stated after she would not sign the car, she did not want one thing out of that house and to throw her stuff away.
What part of did you give her any television sets didn't you understand?
I understood every part of that.
So why don't you just answer my question?
I did not give her any televisions.
Why not? Didn't you think she would like to have one?
She didn't ask for one.
She's asking for one now, or maybe 2.
There's one TV, and that was in my child's room. The other 2, well, there's a brand new one which I had bought. The other TV, what was in my child's room, was my mother's TV that was borrowed. She can have a TV.
How many
no
TVs
problem.
did you purchase?
Well, I purchased 3 of the TVs in my home.
Do you have any proof that you did?
No, because I paid cash for everything. Most of the things I had to get was from garage sales.
All right. What else do you claim he didn't return to you?
On my cutlery knives that I really enjoyed. I mean, there was pictures, the pictures that he did give me of my family ripped in half.
Did you do that?
No, ma'am, I didn't.
Did you destroy them at all?
No, or she would have brought that.
Did you bring any of the ripped pictures?
No, I didn't. Everything that he did give, I had to take it all to the dump.
Now, Mr. Halliday, where were you employed in the last 5 years?
I was in the Carpenters Union. We have numerous jobs.
And how much did you earn in 1997?
Approximately $12,000.
In 98?
I think about $14,000 to $16,000.
99?
$25,000.
How much will you have earned this year?
Roughly almost $20,000, I would guess.
How much have you paid in child support, sir?
We just went through our custody hearing.
That's not what I'm
Nothing.
asking you. You paid nothing.
My child was held away from me for 60 days. I had to go to court to be able to see my child. They gave me child support in November. They wanted to redo it. They just started it again. Now my child support is due. I am behind $88.
And were you advised of what Mr. Halliday's child support order would be?
It's supposed to be $118 a month, commencing November the 1st of 2000.
$118 a month. Miss Titsworth, when Mr. Halliday and you were living together, I want you to think very hard. Did he ever do jobs, on the side jobs, paid in cash?
Yes, he did a lot of side jobs.
What kind of side jobs?
Well, he sold drugs for many years.
Shh! Ah! You knew that?
Yes, ma'am.
That's a side job. I was talking more in terms of bookshelves, but that was far more lucrative. When did he stop selling drugs?
July of 1997, once we had our child.
Because you had your child?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, that's a good thing. Miss Titsworth, you don't want this car, do you?
No, Your Honor, I don't.
You have the title to the car? Let me tell you why it would be very smart to turn it over to him. He can build up parking tickets on that car. If he drives around without insurance, you might have a problem. So it would be very wise of you to sign over the title of the car and forget it. Do you understand?
Yes.
Let's do it.
That's what I was going to explain. On my title, I did send off the application, everything for my title, to Nevada because I never received a title.
When did you send it?
It was sent off 1/12/2001. I even have the insurance. I still pay insurance on my car.
Why are you still paying insurance on the car?
Because it's still registered in my name.
The car's probably not worth very much. Why don't you just have the police just go and get it and turn in the plates on it and junk it?
Because I know he needed my daughter, when she did go with him, that she needed to get around. And that was when he lived by himself.
Mm-hmm.
Once he moved in with his mom, I mean, there's several cars there now.
Is this your mother?
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
Yes, Your
Step
Honor.
up here, please. Miss Halliday?
Yes.
How many cars do you have?
We have 3 cars.
Good. I just changed my mind. This is what
But those are not mine.
I don't care whose they are. They don't belong to Santa Claus, do they?
No.
Good.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Michael Holliday says his ex-girlfriend, Carrie Titsworth, won't return the title to his car. Carrie says the car is hers.
Pay careful attention to me. You have to protect yourself. As soon as you get the title, you have to take the title to the police and say, he is withholding my car. You get the car. They must give it to you. You either sell it or junk it. Because, Miss Titsworth, I have no assurance that even if you sign the title over, that he is going to take that title and do anything with it, like registering the car in his own name, which would mean you would still be liable in case he had an accident without insurance. You listening to me? In case he got parking tickets of $1,000. You would be responsible. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So, Mr. Halliday, your application to have her sign the title over to you at this time is denied. Your application for money is denied. You drove an $1,100 car for 2 years. She's been paying the insurance on the car?
Your Honor, I have insurance showing that I've had insurance since 1998 with no lapses. Here is my tax returns for 1999, the time we bought the car, $428, which I paid made $25,000 that I'd like to submit.
Good.
Here is when I asked for the...
Did you understand what I said to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Here's the
You have proof that you've paid insurance on this car?
Yes.
Let me see it.
That's just 1 month of insurance right there. Showed that I had insurance for the last 3 years.
I don't care whether you have or whether you have not, sir. She has to protect herself. If someone with whom I were estranged had possession of a car that I couldn't get back, and as a result of that, I didn't know whether there was insurance on this car or not, the smart thing for me to do to protect any assets that I had was to maintain insurance. So whether you maintain insurance or not is really not the issue. The issue is she maintained insurance because she was forced to, because you have the car. She is exposed. Do you understand that?
Yes, and that's...
Good!
We were separating our property July 31st. I have these papers, if you'd like to look at them, to sign the...
Sure.
And also I have some papers here from a court case that her lawyer wrote me that stated that the car was my car. If you'd like to look at that.
Absolutely.
Okay, I just highlighted it a little bit in red. It's on the front page. They stated she saw your vehicle. Well, that indicates it was my vehicle.
Just a second. Did you ever sign this bill of sale in front of a notary?
No, I did not.
That's not been signed.
No, it sure hasn't been.
No, that was our agreement.
It sure hasn't been.
So how
Ms.
am I going to
Titsworth
pay my
indicated
child's...
Just a minute. Ms. Titsworth indicates that on 2 occasions, Saturday, November 11th and Sunday, November 12th, she saw your vehicle at a parking lot of her employment where she was leaving at 4:30 in the morning. There is no reason for you to be in the parking lot of her employment at 4:30 in the morning. The only purpose could have been to harass or annoy her. You want me to assume from this sentence, she indicates she saw your vehicle at the parking lot? That's it?
Well,
Is that
yes, correct.
Wrong. Listen to me. Complaint is dismissed. Be smart. Get your title. You may decide once you get your title and retrieve the car that you want to give it to him. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you want to do that so that your daughter's father will have an opportunity to have a car, that's fine. But you make sure that if that's done, you or someone else accompany him that day to motor vehicles to transfer the car so that it's transferred not only on paper, but it's transferred with the state. Do you understand?
Yes.
But you better protect yourself because you are vulnerable.
Okay.
Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Counterclaims dismissed as well. That's all.
Thanks.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
His motivation is just to get money from me.
She has a new boyfriend and just wants to get back at me for no reason.
And now the next case.
All parties on Weber versus Fidel. Step forward, please.
42-year-old baggage handler George Weber is suing his ex-girlfriend, 39-year-old teacher Jeanette Fidel, for an unpaid loan to fix her car. Jeanette admits to borrowing money, but says George is exaggerating the amount.
Mr. Weber, according to your complaint, you met the defendant over the internet in October of 1999 and subsequently started to date the defendant.
Yes, ma'am.
Then you claim that in May of the year 2000, she ran into some car trouble, and you agreed to take out a personal loan and give her money so that she could purchase a new car. There was an agreement that she repay you that money in installments. She gave you one $200 payment and then stopped, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
The defendant says that she never borrowed that kind of money from you. She did, in fact, borrow $200 from you to fix her car, but paid you back, right?
Correct.
So, Mr. Weber, let me hear the tale of the May loan, please.
Okay, Jan's car was stolen and was totaled. At the time, she was claiming her father was selling a car, and she needed the cash right away. So she couldn't get a loan. She told me to try to get a loan.
Look at me, sir.
I'm sorry. So I told her I would get a loan on good faith that she would pay me back. Here's my loan check. I gave it to Jan, and she cashed it.
Can I see it, please?
Yes, ma'am. And then...
Just a minute. Well, Miss Fidel, you clearly cashed this check in the amount of $2,112.
At my bank.
I don't care at whose bank.
That's true.
Well, you didn't tell me that in your answer. Yes?
Because he couldn't get to his bank fast. He couldn't travel that far. It's like 2.5 hours away. So he asked me to cash it at my bank, which I did. That was not for me, though. That was for him. He's from Chicago, not Indiana. He was down visiting me, leaving for Boston and Washington, D.C. He gave me $200 out of that so I could fix my car, which I did. There's my canceled check for that. He took the rest, and he went on vacation. He gave me $200 out of it.
Can I see?
She wanted me to...
Just a minute.
And that's the extent of it.
No.
Your Honor, I have...
Just a minute. No. Your story doesn't make sense, Miss Fidel, for this reason. The check that he got as a loan was dated the 25th of May of the year 2000. He got the check and he came, according to you, to visit with you, and then you give me a check that allegedly is dated June 17th, marked car.
Correct. That was for the car. When he helped me fix it, was for the car, so I would know.
No, ma'am, that was for a payment. I have receipt for that, too.
How much after she got this check for $2,000 did your relationship terminate?
I hurt my back May 20th, so relationship probably at the end of June.
So, within 4 weeks of receiving this check.
Right,
Is that right?
She terminated a relationship, right.
Did there come a time, Mr. Weber, that you did go to Washington and Boston?
Yes, ma'am. I work for major airlines, but that was before this all happened.
You mean before this loan?
Yes, ma'am, because I was on injured time. I can't fly on injured time.
When did you go there? Do you remember?
March.
When did you injure yourself, sir? May 20th?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of injury did you have?
I had a back injury.
How did you get to her house on May 25th in order to cash this check?
I drove, which is 60 miles from my house.
So your back wasn't bad enough so you couldn't drive?
Well, I drove. I was in a lot of pain driving.
I'm sorry.
But you drove?
Yes, ma'am. Because I cared for her. I wanted to see her.
What kind of work do you do with the airlines?
Baggage handler.
So you got to pick up heavy bags?
Yes, ma'am.
And when you travel the airline, sir, do you travel at a reduced rate?
Service charge, ma'am.
Just a service charge?
Yes, ma'am.
And you wouldn't be foolish enough to travel the airline across the country when you're putting in for some sort of back-related injury because of the airline. That would be pretty stupid, wouldn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Sure it would be. You understand, Miss Fidel? He wouldn't go to Washington and Boston at a time when he's saying he can't move to his job, right? So I have to deal with proof, and I have to figure out which of the two of you is not telling me the truth. Miss Fidel, I choose you. Because that's what the proof is. The proof is that you did, in fact, cash this check. You return $200 of that money in a check that's marked car. It's not marked car repair. It's just marked car. So that's $1,812 she owes you. Is that right?
Without interest, yes, ma'am.
What's the interest rate?
That was 37.9%. And the reason
What?
Yes, ma'am. The reason I got that loan...
37%?
Yes, ma'am. I have it right here. At that time, because she needed the check right away because the car was going fast. But
The car to her father was going fast?
Yeah, she said that her father was selling somebody else.
The title.
She said somebody else was going to buy the car,
I
so
didn't
she wanted the
even
money
get
really
the
fast.
car till
But
October.
I refinanced the loan through my credit union, and the interest rate is only 13%.
And it was I didn't have to pay my father anything for that car.
Oh, I don't care whether you had to pay your father for the car or
it's right
not.
there,
I don't
so
care. I
that's
don't know what you did with the money, but I believe
have
that
the
he
money.
gave you the money.
Okay.
You claim that you needed the $200 in order to repair the car that you were currently driving. Is that correct?
Correct.
Show me the bill.
That I didn't bring.
That was your defense. Your defense was, no, your defense was you needed the $200 to fix the car that you were currently driving. That is your entire defense. So one would assume that you would have brought me a bill from a car repair shop in the amount of approximately $200. Who are you?
I'm her brother. I'm the one that fixed the car.
You're the one that fixed the car.
Yes, I am.
Bull. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $2,000, which to me covers appropriate interest. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out. Vasquez versus Ricard. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated. Sir, have a seat, please.
Ms. Vasquez, according to your complaint, the defendant, who is the former wife of your present husband, assaulted you.
Yes, ma'am.
And she did this when you and your husband were returning the children after a period of visitation that you had with the children. Tell me what happened.
Well, as you already know, we had vacation with the children and we brought them back. I was unloading bike pieces that were in the car. My husband went upstairs, brought the first load up, and the children as well. And
how old are the children?
At the present time, they're 6 and 11.
Okay.
And during the vacation, the youngest was 5 years old. I had to spank her on the bum. One time, I was combing her hair out. I pulled a nap, and she started kicking at me. So I spanked her on the bum, and I sent her to her dad. A little while later, we talked about it. Till this day, right now, she doesn't even remember if you asked her. So I look up. I'm taking the stuff out. Miss Ricard's in my face, calling me names. Within a blink of an eye, she attacked me. She grabbed my hair and continued to like swing. At that point, my husband tried to get in the middle, but as I said, her hand was caught in my hair, and she's a strong woman. So, and I was pregnant.
How much pregnant were you?
5 months. That was the first time we ever met face to face, actually. She grabbed my glasses off my face, and she tore my dress and started kicking. She kept kicking and kicking, and she finally got me. She got me on this side. I was 5 months pregnant, and she knew. She's like, you don't even know who your father of the baby is. I hope you lose your baby. And this is all happening in front of the children. She threw rocks at me.
Were you injured other than being struck in the stomach?
I had a scratch over here and a bruise on my side.
Did you see a doctor?
I went to after that whole mess, I went to the precinct. And at the precinct, they called me an EMS, emergency service, and they checked me there. At that time, I was cramping and spotting, and it was because of that.
Can I see the police report?
Sure. With that, I hand you the immediate order of protection they gave me.
Did you have a hearing on this application for an order of protection?
No, ma'am. Just recently, at the criminal court, the case was heard, finally. Ms. Ricard had a witness that no one agreed upon, and they just let her go.
So what happened with that case? It was ultimately dismissed?
Yes, also because the judge did not want to get involved in the family issues. There are a lot of family issues involved here.
This matter was ultimately heard in the criminal court?
Yes.
On charge of assault. Was there a trial?
Yes, there was a trial.
Was it a jury or a non-jury trial?
Non-jury.
Okay, let me hear your version of the events, Ms. Ricard.
My children came upstairs. I asked them how they were doing, but when they came through the door, I saw that my children had their hair cut and chemicals were put in their hair. It was relaxed. They came in, they said they had a good time. My little one said, "Mommy, she hit me." I said, "She hit you?" She said, "Yeah." I said, even after last weekend when I told her, don't put her hands on you or don't hit them with a comb, like my oldest one had told me the weekend before when I spoke to her on the phone, because she had been doing their hair and they didn't want her to do with their hair. So I went downstairs and I asked her, "What is this I hear about you hitting my kid?" She says, "I didn't hit your kid." I said, "Tiffany, did she hit you?" Tiffany said, "Yes." I said, "But on the phone last week when you picked up the other line, I told you not to touch my children." "I didn't touch your children, and you should teach your children more respect, and they don't have no manners." She stepped back, she took off her glasses and her sandals, threw her sandals at me, and stepped forward, and you should learn how to tell your children the truth and right things. And when she put her hand in my face, I defended myself by trying to push her away, and we got into a tussle. My neighbor and another neighbor from across the street.
Don't tell me who saw anything, madam, if they're not here.
Oh, okay. Well, I have his affidavit.
I'm
and he
not
was a
interested in
witness
an
in court.
affidavit.
Okay.
I'm interested in
Well,
witnesses and common sense.
People around, neighbors broke it up, and I went upstairs.
Who do the children live with now?
Me.
They live with Anthony Polite.
They live with myself and my husband.
And how long have the children been living with you?
Since August
30th.
Was that as a result of a court order?
Yes, ma'am. I have all the papers.
I'd like to see them.
This is their order of protection on their mother, and this is the order.
Can I see it, please? Ms. Ricard, I sat in the family court for a long time. I know enough to know that no family court judge transfers custody absent a showing of some special circumstance that requires in the children's best interest for that custody to be transferred. I'm not going into that now. What I am going to tell you is I think that A, you didn't like her to begin with, even though you had never met her, but you must have known from your children that she was pregnant and that she was going to soon marry your former husband. I assume you were not remarried at the time. Is that right?
No, I wasn't.
Then your children come home, and you see that while they were visiting with their father and soon-to-be stepmother, they did an outrageous thing by having their hair straightened, cut, whatever it was, because you talk about that in your papers. So you're furious at that. And then you continue to ask your children how things were, and your youngest child said that she had, in fact, spanked her. That further infuriated you. You come down there in a fury. You didn't approach her and say, could you please tell me what happened when you were there? I told you not to put your hands on her. You came down in a fury. They had usurped, in your judgment, maternal right and permed the hair, cut the hair, aside from the fact that you probably have a whole history with this man if there is a custody battle ongoing for years anyway. So you are not a happy camper, and you lost your temper. That's what happened. And you lost your temper and you assaulted her.
No, that's not what happened.
Oh, yes, I believe that you, because she wasn't angry with you. She wasn't angry with you.
I have a statement here where she told the judge, Anthony, her husband, told the criminal judge that she was mimicking me before I even got downstairs.
You have the transcript?
Yes, I have the entire transcript.
I want the whole transcript.
You want the whole
Oh, yeah. I just don't
can even
want
give you
one piece of it.
pages where these things
No,
occur.
no, I don't do pages.
Oh, have the whole thing.
That's fine.
To look at.
Now, you can direct me
sure, no
to
problem.
the pages when I ask you for them.
Okay, page 28.
Just a second. Are you a police officer?
School safety agent, a peace officer. I have too much to lose to assault her for anything.
Do you have any other paperwork from the family court?
Sure, I have a statement that says she's not to be left alone with my children.
No, I'd like to see everything that you have.
Sure.
Your Honor, that's because she lied.
I don't.
Page 71 in the transcript you have?
No, I don't have a full transcript.
There is another half, but that I don't have in my possession.
I need the end of the case.
I don't have that.
Well, then this is useless to me. I have to have an entire document. I have to see whether this case was dismissed after an entire trial. I'm speaking, and you're not. Whether the case was dismissed after the plaintiff's case, or whether after the entire case beyond a reasonable doubt the judge did not believe that the allegations had been sustained. The quantum of proof here is very, very different. My sense is, after reading all of these documents, unfounded reports of neglect filed against the father.
Yeah, because Anthony constantly calls ACS, but I'm not here to exploit my children.
Just a second. All of those things go into your frustration, Ms. Ricard. At the time when they were returning the children, I assume that they were returning the children on time. They were not there to argue with you. They were not there to fight with you. You had a choice.
Neither was I.
No, oh, yes, you were. You had a choice. And your choice was that if your daughter said something to you about being hit, spanked by the plaintiff, and you are, in some regard, a peace officer, then what you do, since you were no stranger to the courts, you were no stranger to family court, you had an attorney, so that your choice at that time was, the very next morning you pick up the phone.
Let me ask, can I ask you something?
No, you may ask me nothing. What I'm telling you is they came there without any sense of fight. You came downstairs, you were furious. And you were furious because of a whole bunch of things.
No, I was not furious.
Of course you were furious. The first thing that you said to me today, they had chemically treated the children's hair and straightened it. So,
yeah,
so
they were.
So?
Yeah. And
So?
she has, like, you didn't
So
want to
what?
look at the statement, but she was, in that statement, she says how I came downstairs. She says that I came downstairs in a calm, low-mannered voice. She says it in the statement.
Oh, show me
Page
that.
71, she says that she was, Anthony says, yes, she was mimicking me.
No.
Of course.
Just a second. Just a second. I'm going to look at page 71.
Page
She says,
22.
My
That's the low-
husband's here to say what
I want you to be quiet. I'm reading from line 4. I was unpacking the trunk and I was putting the bicycle pieces down on the ground when I looked up and Miss Ricard is right on the sidewalk in front of me, and she didn't start yelling at me. She approached me by saying, "Why did you put your hands on my daughter? Why did you put your hands on my child?" When she said that to you, what was her tone? Very low. What was your response? Because she was upset about it, I said, "Let me explain what happened." She didn't give me a chance. She just attacked me. I don't know why you think that that'll help you. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $2,500. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
The truth will prevail eventually. It'll prevail. This is just a little war. The battle is not over.
She's gotten away with way too much, and you know, if she was a fit parent, the children would not be living with myself and my husband.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Phillips versus Boyd and Boyd versus Booten, step forward.
24-year-old bus driver Latasha Phillips is suing former friend, 23-year-old cashier Danielle Boyd, for giving her personal information to police when she received a ticket. Danielle has a separate lawsuit against her own witness, Shanika Booten. Danielle says Shanika was the one who actually gave the information.
Miss Boyd, you are driving along with your friend over here. I assume that you're Miss Booten.
Mm-hmm.
Yes is the answer.
Yes.
You're driving. You get pulled over by the police. You had no driver's license. So when the police said to you, "Can I see your driver's license and registration?" you said what?
I gave him Latasha Phillips' name.
And you got a ticket.
Right.
For what?
For no insurance.
What else? You don't get stopped for no insurance because the police don't know you have no insurance when they stop your car. What was your car stopped for?
I had a busted windshield.
That's an answer.
Danielle has a separate lawsuit against her own witness, Shanika Booten. Danielle says Shanika was the one who actually gave the information.
So you gave her name to the police. You said, "I don't have my license, but this is my name"? Speak.
Right.
Did I say anything that was funny to you?
Not so far.
Could you get your act together, please?
Excuse me.
You also gave her date of birth.
I didn't know her date of birth until she gave it to me.
So Miss Booten over here gave you Miss Phillips' date of birth to complete the lie that you told to the police, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Phillips, at this time you're home making matzo ball soup for your family, right?
Yes.
And you know nothing about this?
No, ma'am.
You find out that you've been issued this citation. Did you get something in the mail?
No, ma'am.
Well, how did you find out about it?
Because Shanika, that's my cousin right there. Yeah. And this her best friend. They was mad at each other. So Shanika called one of my other cousins and told her to tell me that Kunta used my name.
So what did you do?
I called the DMV and I got the citation number. Then I called the court to find out why she got pulled over and what day it happened and stuff. And then they start sending me papers in the mail from the collection agency.
Let me see your papers.
This from the collection agency, and this from the DMV. And the collection agency saying that they put a hold on my license, and the DMV said that they was going to suspend my license if I didn't clear it up. And that's
now,
the
your
only
particular problem is you were on maternity leave from your job as a bus driver.
Yes, ma'am.
And you couldn't go back to work for a period of time because your license was suspended.
Yes, it's on hold.
On hold for a period of time.
Yes, ma'am.
How long were you out of work?
I was supposed to go back from October 10th, from October 10th till now.
And you haven't been able to clear this up?
I just went to court on the 30th for this ticket to get the paper saying that I didn't do it.
And how much do you earn a month?
$1,806.
Your defense is it's her fault, right?
Yes.
Because if she hadn't given you the date of birth,
I wouldn't have told the police, right?
Did you ever tell anybody that you had given misinformation?
It was only me and her who knew because we were in the car together. It was me, her, and her baby.
Did you ever tell the truth to the police?
To the police.
To the police. Did you ever tell the truth to the police so that you got her off the hook?
No.
No. I'd like you to sit down for a minute, please. This is going to take 2 seconds. Step over here, please. Now you're the plaintiff. Now you're the defendant. Now, Miss Boyd, this is a lawsuit that you filed against Miss Booten, right?
Right.
And you filed this lawsuit against Miss Booten for $1,000.
Right.
And your claim, why don't you tell me what your claim is
Because
against Miss
from
Booten?
loss of work, and I lost $400 behind this.
How is she responsible for your lost wages from
Because
work?
they took $400 from me.
For the ticket?
For the ticket. They were both taking the money from me.
Did you take $400 from her?
No, I didn't.
Let me read you your claim that you filed, madam.
I see it, it's right.
You say she should be responsible,
She should be responsible.
for aiding me in giving the police the misinformation that caused them to issue a citation in her name, because but for her giving you her date of birth, you would not have given the police that misinformation.
Right.
I'm suing the defendant for $1,000 for the stress caused and lost wages.
Yeah.
I think she needs a real reality check. Would you say she needs a reality check?
That a detox.
Yeah, right. Perfect. Your case is dismissed. Now, on your case, just stand up for a second. You may sit down. You may sit down. Not a genius to give your cousin's date of birth, madam. Do you understand? Now you can move back over here. We have little musical chairs. Move back over here. All right, Miss Boyd, let's talk about an R word. R word, responsibility. Responsibility means that if you give misinformation to the police out of your mouth that causes somebody else a problem, even if somebody else told you that information, it's your responsibility.
That's true.
That's not what you say in your answer.
But I'm saying it doesn't cause them to take my money from me.
Oh, I'm going to take a lot more money from you. Because of your actions, she was out of work for at least 2 months because she couldn't drive without a good license, because you opened up your big mouth and lied to the police when you got stopped. It has nothing to do with the police and your broken windshield and you didn't have insurance on your car. That's something between you and the police, madam. With regard to Miss Phillips, you owe her $2,600. Judgment for the plaintiff. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step back. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated. Ma'am, have a seat, please.
How old are you, sir?
17.
This is your father?
Yes, ma'am.
Why don't you have a seat for a moment, sir?
Sure.
Quentin, according to your complaint, you ran away from home. Was it just you or you and your sister?
Me, my girlfriend, and 2 other girls.
When was that?
December 10th, somewhere around that.
Was there any particular reason that you left home?
The main reason was
Look at me.
at the time I was having a lot of problems in the home, and also my girlfriend at the time, she was only 14, so were the other 2 girls that ran away. Basically, I was looking for a way to get out and a reason. I just thought I could go along and help.
Go along and what?
Help them take care of themselves, considering their age.
According to you, the defendants took you into their home. I'll figure out why in a minute. After a week, you decided that this wasn't for you, and you went back home. You say that they retained certain of your property. That's what this lawsuit is about, $5,000 worth of your property that you say that they have. How did you get to their house?
They came and picked me up about a half hour after my dad left for work on that day.
How did you know them?
I met him a week or 2 prior through one of the girls that ran away with me. Their brother was living with them.
So one of the girls that ran away with you had a brother who was also a runaway?
No, he was 19. He was their roommate.
Had you talked about moving in with them, I assume, before December 10th?
Yes.
What did you tell them?
One night, me and the other 3 girls were with them at a coffee house, and that night the girls didn't go home. We stayed out too late and they missed a curfew, so they just decided they were going to stay gone. And in the meantime, I was corroborating with them basically on how to raise money to get out of state.
What reason did he tell you that he was running away from home?
He didn't tell me any reason. This is a different story.
We don't even know him, really.
We know him. We met him twice.
We met him twice.
So you met him twice, then you know. They picked you up at your house?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you pick him up at his house?
No.
Go ahead. They picked you up at the house, and what did you do? Look at me.
The night before, I had spent the entire night packing. I stayed up all night packing my stuff in boxes and bags, and that morning it was around 7:30 they showed up.
They helped me load everything into their car. We crammed it full, and we went straight to their house.
Yes.
From there, I stayed there.
For a week?
Yes, 7 days exactly.
And what happened when you decided to leave?
By this time, all of us had made a mutual agreement that none of us would back out of it. We were set to run away. And
You mean you and the 3 girls?
Yes, and the defendants. And if we backed out, the rest of us would get back at the others in some way. And me and one of the girls had decided a couple days before we left that we didn't want to stay there anymore, but we felt we couldn't just leave because of the fact that all my stuff was over there. I didn't know if I could get it back. I didn't know if we were going to go to jail if we came back or not. So
Why would you go to jail?
because we ran away.
Okay.
On Christmas Day, we had had enough of it, and they had gone to their parents or whatever for Christmas or something. And I called my mom and told her to come pick me up before they got home because I was afraid what they would do if they found out we were leaving, because this would mean that they would most likely go to jail, and they did.
Go to jail for what?
Harboring runaways.
So your mom came and picked you up?
Yes.
Came and pick you up in a car?
Yes.
Why didn't you take your stuff with you?
I didn't even have any shoes on when I left.
Well,
I was...
Quentin, you called your mother. I assume you knew you were going to leave the night before, so as soon as they left...
We didn't... We'd been wanting to leave, but up until 10 minutes before I called her.
And where does your mother live?
She lives in Franklin, Indiana.
About how far is that?
It took her 15 minutes.
Well, in 15 minutes, you pack up a lot of stuff.
This is true.
Including the shoes that you were wearing. Because one of the things, if you say you left, is your cat.
Yes, ma'am.
That doesn't sound hard to get.
True. My mom, when she pulled up, she knocked on the door and she wanted to come in and get my stuff, but I didn't want to stay there. I didn't want to take the risk of them coming home.
Why? You think they're violent?
Yes.
What makes you think they're violent?
While we were there, their roommate, one of the girls' older brother, he had come out about something, and basically everyone in the house at the time beat him up. Totally. Just trashed him. He's got scars and bruises all over his face.
This 19-year-old brother?
Yes.
You have a drug problem?
No.
Did you ever use drugs?
I have.
Did you use drugs while you were in their house?
No, ma'am.
Were you going to school at the time you ran away from home?
No, ma'am.
For how long?
Close to a year.
What were you doing during that year?
Working.
Working for whom?
I had a couple different jobs at fast food places and home office.
Why did you leave school?
It was an incident. I was kicked out. I was expelled for a while.
For what?
It came harassment of a teacher. I had gotten into a fight with a teacher. When it came time for me to go back, my parents and I just decided I would drop out and start GED classes. That way I could work.
Is that the first time that you had been in trouble in school?
That was the only time I've ever been in trouble.
What kind of harassment of the teacher?
Threats.
Threats? On the phone?
No.
In school?
Yeah.
Ever outside of school?
No.
You two were married?
Yes.
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
22.
What makes you take in runaways into your house?
We didn't take in runaways.
We did not.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
The next thing we know, we got a cop knocking at the door.
Now, you were arrested for kidnapping?
No, we're arrested for contributing to delinquency of a minor.
And later today,
Did you consent to a restraining order?
I consented to it. The only reason
Yes, I don't care why.
real cases, real people. Judge Judy. 17-year-old Quentin Pemberton says when he ran away from home, he lived with Damon and Loretta May. He's suing for the return of his belongings.
Let me hear what happened.
Okay, it all boils down to at the coffee shop they met, he made passes at my husband. Damon told him to back off. He gave our roommate, we do have a keyboard of his, but on that day that we were down there at Big Daddy's, he gave a keyboard to our roommate, our ex-roommate, to pawn. He said get at least $100 out of it, and he gave it to him to pawn.
He gave the keyboard to this 19-year-old roommate?
He's 18, actually.
Your Honor, he never had his hands on it.
Yes, and he asked him to take it to the pawn shop and pawn it.
Was it pawned?
No, no.
Where is it?
We couldn't, they wouldn't let us bring it here.
But you have the keyboard?
Yes.
You say that you never went to his house to pick him up?
No.
Never did?
No.
How did you find him in the house?
He wasn't in the house. Our back door was kicked in.
Yes.
On Christmas Day.
When we got home on Christmas Day, our back door was kicked in. We didn't know what was going on. We go back in one of the extra rooms, and there's all this stuff there. It's like we didn't know where the stuff came from. The next thing we know, we've got a cop knocking at the door saying that we kidnapped kids.
Just a second. Are you saying they never